H. pylori can be treated without antibiotics if you know exactly how to do it. The truth of the matter is that 50 to 60% of the world population today is infected with Helicobacter pylori. The thing is that most of us, that's 1 in every 2 of us, does not have any of the symptoms, does not have any ulcers or cancer or symptoms that actually show that we are infected with Helicobacter pylori. Why is this? Why does this happen? And how can we treat this bacteria without the use of antibiotics? How can we make sure that we get rid of this bacteria, or at least our body controls it so that we do not see any of the symptoms I've just mentioned today? Helicobacter pylori is one of those bacteria that most of the world population today has seen at one point or another. Only a small fraction of these people that have, 1 in every 2, this bacteria like H. pylori, is seeing symptoms, is seeing things that are going to later on arrive in cancers, in ulcers, in gastritis, or bloating, stomach conditions, and stomach problems. Why is this? Might this be because of their diet, their rest, the foods they're eating? Of course it is. And that's what I'm going to reveal to you in this video today. Number 1, you have to eat at least 5 times a day. A lot of people don't understand why H. pylori loves acid, and why people that go on a diet or are not taking breakfast every day, or maybe are going through this process of intermittent fasting, are getting more of these infections. That's because H. pylori loves acid, and when you do not have enough food in your stomach, well, you're multiplying the acid your stomach is producing. You're not using it, and this bacteria is using that acid to live comfortably, producing an enzyme called urease, where it digs itself between the mucosa and the wall of your stomach and just enjoys the way you live. Stop doing intermittent fasting, or stop not eating your breakfast, or during long periods of the day not having a schedule for the food you should be eating. You should be eating at least 5 foods a day: breakfast, a snack in the mid-morning, a lunch in the afternoon, and then a snack in the afternoon, and then dinner, at least 5 times a day, to make sure that this bacteria is not reproducing itself or enjoying the fact that your stomach has more acid, is causing more of an ulcer problem, and is obviously causing more of a gastritis or irritation on the stomach lining. If you need something natural that goes effectively to help restore that flora and also directly into eliminating naturally H. pylori, look for Ulcer Aid Pylo Chase, Sulfura B, and Probillion or Woman's Probillion from Fineland at finelandvitamins.com. Number 2, you need to stop eating the foods that will feed H. pylori. A lot of the foods we eat have a great impact on how we see certain bacteria grow and multiply, and others reduce and disappear. The same thing happens with H. pylori. Every single bacteria in our gut has prebiotics, meaning food that is going to feed them. In this case, H. pylori loves carbs. It loves sugar. It loves breads, pasta, grains. It loves fat, and it loves greasy foods. Now, if you're not giving it these foods and you're eating fruits, vegetables, and a healthy diet, good protein, maybe good carbs in a certain amount, you will see that this bacteria doesn't have on what to feed on. And obviously, after a month or 2, you will see the symptoms go away. So you need to stop eating the foods that are going to feed this bacteria. Stop eating also other foods that are going to cause irritation on that stomach lining. And obviously, decrease the production of mucus in your stomach lining. Make gastritis even worse. Again, anything that has carbs, anything that has coffee, maybe even spicy foods. This is gonna make things much worse than they are right now. You need something natural, again, that will aim at destroying this bacteria naturally. Look for Pylo Chase, Probillion, Woman's Probillion, and Ulcer Aid from Fineland at finelandvitamins.com. Number 3, you need healthy probiotics that will eliminate this bacteria. Probiotics should be everywhere on or in our digestive system. They actually have to occupy a certain area. And the area that is not occupied is usually occupied by something else, like fungi or parasites or other microorganisms. The same thing happens with bacteria. Bacteria, if you're taking probiotics, are going to occupy certain areas. And if you have healthy probiotics that are going to combat this bacteria, in this case H. pylori, well, you're going to see a great improvement with that flora you're trying to control. You need probiotics. You need healthy probiotics that are going to produce antigens also, and these antigens help your immune system combat H. pylori. That's why it's so important, and that's why you see sometimes that people who take constant antibiotics do not see an improvement. They're killing other bacteria. They're eliminating good probiotics. They're seeing Candida albicans all over their bodies because they are eliminating every part of their body that should contain a healthy bacteria and the areas that should not be containing H. pylori. Very, very important. Number 4, you need to get rid of constipation and digestive stagnation. If you have a stagnation in your metabolic system, you don't have a good movement of your digestive system and peristalsis of every single part of your digestive tube, the bacteria you have are going to stagnate. They're going to reproduce and they're going to stay where they like to stay. Your digestive system has to move. If you're suffering from constipation, if you're suffering from thyroid problems, you're tired, you don't have enough energy, you don't see that movement in your digestive system, well, you're going to have that bacteria multiply and overgrow much than you want, obviously, to have. This is something very crucial, so you need to treat it. If you're seeing constipation, start eating foods that are going to help you with constipation, like fruits and vegetables, which again do not feed H. pylori. You're going to see an improvement in your digestive system, more fiber, you're going to go to the bathroom more frequently, and at the same time, you're not going to let this bacteria grow more than what it should. And don't forget to give this video a like button and share with someone that might be suffering from any of the conditions I've just mentioned. Remember, if you don't treat this bacteria now, it could end up, God forbid, in something like cancer just because you did not change 1, 2, or even 5 things of the ones I've just mentioned in this video. God bless you and take care.